What's up, guys and girls? It's EP with Styles of Life. Today is Motivational Monday. Today's topic, as promised, I'll be talking about how to create a habit. The benefits of creating a habit can be extraordinary. They can also be detrimental. Meaning, if it's a bad habit that you have, it can be detrimental to your life goals and the success of becoming the best you that you can be. Now, if it's a good habit, it will push you in the right direction and move you towards those life goals that you have. That's a fact. Having a good habit creates constant growth. Creating a good habit will help you get to those goals. Creating this habit is also as easy as 1, 2, and 3. Step 1. Choose a habit. Make sure it's a good habit, not a bad habit. You don't want to pick up smoking. You don't want to pick up drugs. You don't want to pick up partying every single day. Every now and then is okay. But hey, anyway, make sure it's a good habit. Some examples of a good habit. Alright, I'll give an example that I went through. I was a smoker. I smoked cigarettes for about a solid year of my life, a year or two, I forget. I believe I started in 2013, and I've quit since March 15, 2014, and it was actually really easy. I understand that some people out there that's been smoking for many years, it's harder for them to quit because the habit has been so it's been created for such a long time that it's such a the tolerance of it, the habit is so thick. Habits are just like turtles' shells. When they're first born, it's very thin and malleable. You can just smash a baby turtle with your own 2 fingers. But as it grows older, the shell thickness grows exponentially. So by the time it's like 100 years old, the shell is almost impenetrable. Habits are just like a turtle's shell. As the years go by, it gets exponentially hard to quit those habits or to break bad habits. When you pick the habit that you want to break or a good habit that you want to create, make sure there are benefits in that good habit. For example, with me in the smoking, I wanted to be healthy, and I didn't want to hinder my lifestyle of wanting to work out and becoming healthy, because smoking will do so. Make sure that when you do choose a habit that you have a reason for that habit. My reason was obvious, that I wanted to get healthy, so that drove me to want to quit cigarettes and break that habit. Also, make sure when you're choosing a habit that you weigh out the pros and the cons. Make sure that there are a lot more pros, or at least a valid amount of pros compared to the cons. For example, if I wanted to build a habit of smoking, the cons would be a lot more heavy than the pros. The cons would be, I will die early, I will have a very high chance of getting lung cancer, I will affect my social life because I will be hanging out with all the smokers, because I'll be taking smoke breaks, and I won't be able to spend time with the family that I have because they don't smoke, and the list goes on and on and on for the cons. But then the pros would be, I enjoy smoking, I like smoking, it gives me a little head high, it gives me a break from life, blah blah blah. The list isn't that. I think that's all I can think about when it comes to smoking. I get to spend time with people that do smoke. I mean, but then again, in that pro right there, I realized that I can still spend time with people that smoke without smoking. I just secondhand smoke, I guess. There's a lot more, you guys understand that there's a lot more cons than pros in that habit right there. Step 1 is always the most important part. It might not be the most difficult part this time, but it is the most important, because you want to choose your habits wisely, and you got to make sure you have reasons for what you choose. Now, how to implement those habits and create that habit, which will lead me to step 2. Now, some of you out there are wondering, how did a guy like me went from smoking a pack of cigarettes every day to smoking 0 cigarettes in one day? The truth of the matter is, to create a habit or to break a habit, It only takes one day. One single day. Now you guys are asking, how can you break a habit that's been built for so long? I mean, it's a habit, for crying out loud. I've been doing it for so long. Or how am I going to build something that you have to do every day in one day? Now here's how it goes. Beginning right now, if you want to build a habit, whatever that habit is, do it today. Let's say you want to start working out consistently every week, 3 days a week, right? Well, start with today. Take 30 minutes off. Don't even go to the gym. Go out. If it's nice outside, go on a quick jog. Or do some push-ups, do some high-intensity workouts at home. Some burpees. If you don't know what that is, look it up. If you want to quit smoking cigarettes, go the rest of the day today without smoking a cigarette. Just today. And all of a sudden, you broke the habit, or you've built the habit today. Now, tomorrow, see how you feel. How did it go not doing something or doing something for one day already? Try doing it for 3 days in a row now. Since you already did one day, how can it hurt you by doing it for 2 more days, right? Alright, after 3 days, see if you can go a week, like I did. So I went a day without smoking. I was like, what's the worst that can happen for me if I go a day without smoking? I was like, the next day I was like, okay, I already went a day without, I might as well go 3 days, right? 3 days go by, I went no smoking, then go a week with the habit. 7 days, you already went 3 days. What's 4 more days? Go the whole week, and then that's halfway to what? 2 weeks. 2 weeks is halfway through a month. That means you can do a whole 1 month. 1 single month. After a month, that's basically when you've broken the habit or built the new habit. Which will lead me to step 3. Evaluate. After that 1 month mark, I want you to evaluate that month. Now, when I was breaking the habit of smoking cigarettes, the first 2 weeks I was just focused on not smoking a cigarette. It wasn't as hard as I made it believe beforehand, but when I did it, it wasn't that hard because all I had to do was just not do something. But mentally speaking, it's taxing. It can be taxing depending on how you look at it. So just look at it as something, you have a goal in mind and try and get that goal. Just even think, this is where you evaluate, right? And after a month, you start looking back at the month you had with the habit or with breaking the habit, and see how it affected you. If it made a difference physically, mentally, socially. Do you feel better? Do you feel better about yourself physically? Are you breathing better? Are you losing weight? Are you gaining weight? Are you feeling better? Mentally, are you stressed out more? Are you stressed out less? Are you depressed? Are you happy? Socially. Now this is a big one, especially depending on what you're doing. Habits will create your social life, because I think your social life will be affected most by any habit you build, period. Because your habits influence who you hang around. If you work out a lot, you'll be around people that work out a lot. If you smoke a lot, you hang around people that smoke a lot. So those are just examples. There's a lot of habits out there, and they all build a certain social life. Evaluate how it affects you socially, and if you like that. Because in the long run, who you surround yourself around affects you and determines how successful you will be in your life. Look at the people you surround yourself around now and see what their goals are. And if you even know their goals, even if they even have any goals, and what are they doing, what are their habits, and see how they relate to your habits. Chances are, whatever habits your friends have, you'll have those habits. Evaluate all that. Evaluate that month and see if it really made a difference. And if it did, after you evaluate and you see that all the differences that have been made, the changes have been good, then go that extra month and then the 3rd month. If you go another month, because 1 month is halfway to 2 months, right? And 2 months is halfway to 3 months. And then after 3 months, science has been proven that after 90 days of practicing something, it has been a habit. And it's as easy as that. How to create or break a habit in 1 single day. Easy as 1, 2, and 3. If you guys are having troubles picking a habit, picking a good habit for that matter, or breaking a bad habit, you guys don't know what habit to break, and if you guys don't know what habit to create, I'll be making a video every first Thursday of the month with 30-day challenges that will generally help you become the best you that you can be. If you like my video today and you want to see more, please click like, click subscribe, support the channel. It'll mean a lot to me and it'll help the channel a lot if you do click like and click subscribe. So please do it. Bow!